Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This episode is going to be a little bit different because updates from my coach this week were to allow some intuitive eating this weekend. As many of you maybe know, maybe don't know, I'm getting married in April of next year, and I have my engagement party this week. So I had my engagement photo shoot, and we have our engagement party this weekend. We have family coming from all over to visit. We have lots of meals that are planned out. We have a whole day of like fun foods. I got a lot of dairy-free desserts for myself and for Austin. He's not dairy-free. I just got them for me, but I'm saying they're for both of us. I'm terrible. But yeah, so I'm going to share with you guys what it looks like intuitively eating, something I have not done in a very long time. I always track macros, and I am going to be tracking a little bit just because I want to make sure I'm hitting my protein. So I am going to be measuring out like my protein portions and just really making sure at least I hit my protein goal. Extra calories are going to be used as fuel in the gym. They're going to give me a good mental state. I feel like I've been pretty strict since my prep, and we were about 5-6 weeks post show. I'm not in a full prep phase right now for the amateur Olympia, so this is a good time to, bump up some calories, allow some, caloric freedom, have some meals out with family and friends, but not overdo it. So I'm going to share the next 3 days. We have a meal out almost daily planned. We have dinner tomorrow, then we have the party on Saturday, and we have a breakfast planned for Sunday. So I'm going to share with you guys my best, eating intuitively, but eating foods I love. Again, this is not a competition prep phase. I'm in a building phase, and that's the only time I would do this. I'm not a great intuitive eater. I feel like I'm so good at tracking, and I'm really good at just being like protein, veggie, carb. So this will be fun to do with you guys. It's probably not as strict as you'd like to see, but being a competitor all year round, 365, it's not always super strict. I would say strict for most people, but for a competitor, this is going to be very lax and very chill. I'm also bumping up my cardio to kind of balance out the increase in calories. So I'm at 15 minutes 4 times a week. I'm going to just go up to 30 minutes for this week, and we'll be back on track next week fully. But intuitive eating, let's get into it. Right now, I'm headed to the gym for a heavy upper body day, and again, 30 minutes of cardio. I'm still doing my workouts the exact same. The only change is the up in cardio because I am going to be having a lot more calories. My calories right now are at about 1900, so I'm probably going to average, if I had to guess, 2200 to maybe 2500 with the 3 meals I plan on having out. I eat kind of the same things, so the places that we're going, the restaurants that we're going to are always my staples. So they are meals that I've tracked in the past, but I am not going to be tracking. Makes me feel like I'm going rogue because I'm a competitor, and I'm a competitor all year round, not just in prep. And I always try to mitigate, my body fat and not gaining too much in my off season to make my preps manageable and not, having to lose 40, 50 pounds every time I'm doing a competition. So I'm going to go hit upper. I have a nice heavy leg day tomorrow, and we're going to a pizzeria tomorrow, but I will take you guys through every meal, kind of like my breakfast, lunch, dinner, leading up to that meal out, and every snack in between. Good morning. It is officially day 1 of intuitive eating. This morning I had a nice big high protein breakfast. I did about 200 grams of egg whites, 1 whole egg for some healthy fats, some avocado, a little bit of toast, and I did some turkey bacon. I am having my second meal now. It's about 10 o'clock. We're headed to the gym. It's literally just peanut butter and almond, or no, not even peanut butter, I'm sorry. It's almond butter and jelly. I'm hitting a heavy leg day today, so I need the carbs to just fuel my workout. I'm probably gonna come home, have a nice high protein meal, maybe 1 more meal in between the day, and I'll share that with you guys. And then we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. I think we're going to a pizzeria, so I'm really excited. I've actually had no pizza since my competition, which was like 6 weeks ago. So it'll be my first pizza in like a month and a half, actually longer because I didn't have it at all during prep. So now we're talking maybe like 6 months. So I'll share with you guys all my meals, again, intuitively eating today, mostly focusing on just like whole foods, protein, and having some fun foods with family and friends. right? So we just finished up. I literally can't say anything. Just finished up my leg day. Did about 30 minutes of cardio. Got a protein shake, compliments of Austin. He offered it, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. We are heading to the house to get things together, and then we're heading up to my parents to start setting up for our engagement party, which is tomorrow. The reason I am doing this intuitive eating, may have a cupcake when I get home. Ordered these special dairy-free cupcakes that I'm really excited to try, so I will share that with you guys. So far, this is like the first time in probably, I want to say a year, maybe even 2 years, I like not tracking at all. And I am definitely not as food focused as I am when I track. Obviously, you track your meals, you have everything planned for the day, you have like your structure. It's about 11:30 and I'm sort of on my third meal. I had a full breakfast, I had a little snack, and now I have a protein shake. Usually by this time I have 3 full meals, and just not tracking and focused like on, okay, what's my next meal is definitely helping. So this little break is just really good mentally as well as like physically for my body, just giving my body a little bit of a surplus to help with recovery. I had a very heavy lift, which was awesome, and it felt really good, hoping I'm not too sore for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be upper, and then my third leg day will be on Sunday. So I'm about to have another meal. I very lazy meal prepped this salad with the chicken I had left over from meal prep this week. As you guys can see, we got some decorations in the background to start setting up for the party tomorrow. I'm probably gonna have this chicken salad, and then we'll go to dinner tonight. Probably will be my last meal of the day. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm a little hungry right now since I really just did a protein shake after the gym and then half a cupcake. Not gonna lie, it was super tasty. I split it with Austin, so it was sweet enough, but not too much where I felt like I overdid it. And then tomorrow we'll have some goodies as well. Good morning. It is officially day 2 of intuitive eating. Last night I had a delicious meal at my favorite pizzeria with my fiance, his mother, and his brother, so my future in-laws. And I had the sweet and sassy pizza. I love this pizzeria because they do the dairy-free pizza. So the cheese is dairy-free because I am dairy-free. Again, I did no tracking yesterday, really just focused on protein with each meal. I had my egg whites in the morning. I had a protein shake after my workout, high protein chicken salad. So I think I did about 5.5, 6 ounces of chicken with that. And then I had my little pizza for dinner. Feeling pretty good today. Probably a little under on protein. I would say I probably hit about 120 grams yesterday. Decided not to track my protein. I just want to completely not track this weekend. Listen to my body. It is about 7:45. I haven't had breakfast yet. I've been working on the sign in the background because today is party day. I'm super excited. We are hitting the gym nice and early, and then we are heading to my parents to set up for the party. The party is going to be starting this afternoon. The game plan right now is to eat a little peanut butter and jelly on my way to the gym, and then when we get home, I'll have a nice high protein breakfast. That will hopefully hold me over until the party around 1 o'clock, which we have tons of hors d'oeuvres. We have, veggies, fruit, we have meat, etc. And then we have a nice big buffet for dinner, chicken francais with like a seafood rice and potatoes. And I'll share with you guys what I have. Today is going to be my worst day, mostly not on track. I'll probably bring a little bit of protein with me just to make sure I hit enough protein for the day, and I'll probably do a protein shake today as well, just to make sure I hit my protein again. But I'll take you guys along for the ride, eating my quick PB&J and heading to the gym for an upper body day. So per usual, we're running a little bit late. We have to stop and get some umbrellas before we head to the house to start setting up for the party. It's roughly 10 o'clock, so we're running maybe like 20 minutes behind. Want to share with you guys my post-workout meal. I have a nice big breakfast burrito that I put like ground turkey in, 2 eggs, avocado, turkey bacon, and it's in a protein wrap. So this is about 50-60 grams of protein. And then I have a collagen creatine shake that I made. Probably not going to be eating again until the party starts, which is going to be around 1 o'clock. I'll share my hors d'oeuvres and I'll share my meal with you guys. So yeah, I'm going to do my best to film that for you guys. We hit a very quick upper body day. Didn't do any of my cardio. I'm going to save that for Monday, just time given. I had to make a sign this morning. I did a quick lift. Not every lift is going to be perfect, but I did what I could do. We still got some movement in. We're eating our breakfast on the go, and it is party day. Okay, so it's officially day 3 of intuitive eating. I did not get as much content for you guys yesterday as I wanted to, but I really wanted to just, enjoy our engagement party, be in the moment. I had a lot of family I haven't seen in a very long time, so I filmed as much as I can, but I'll just kind of talk you guys through what I had throughout the day. As you guys know, I had a nice high protein breakfast, and I had a latte after that from Dunkin' Donuts because I love my lattes, and it was a special occasion, not something I do all the time. I don't add any sugar or anything like that to it. I just do a plain like almond milk latte. Then I had a lot of hors d'oeuvres because I didn't plan a lunch. I didn't really plan my hors d'oeuvres like I typically would if I was in a prep. I had some, meat and crackers. I don't eat cheese, so I had meat, crackers. I had some fruit. I'm trying to think what else. Maybe some kielbasa. Nothing crazy, just to hold me over. The dinner was catered from a local restaurant, and so I had chicken francais. I had about 2.5 cutlets of chicken, and I had some salad on the side with a little bit of seafood fried rice, which was really, really good. And then for dessert, I had a cupcake, which was dairy-free. I did have a cannoli, which, I'm paying for it today. I do have a few pimples from this weekend of just like eating out and having maybe a little bit of dairy. I'm not allergic, but it is something I avoid. And I'm trying to think if I had any other sweets. I did have some fruit, a chocolate strawberry, and that was pretty much it. Like, I felt pretty content. I don't drink, so there were no alcoholic beverages. I did have some mocktails because I love a good mocktail. My family got me a non-alcoholic bottle of like Cabernet. So I love red wine, but I don't like the way alcohol makes me feel. So it was like the alcohol was removed from it. I liked it. Everyone told me it tastes like juice, but I haven't had wine in a few years now. So to me, it did the job. It tasted pretty good. Woke up feeling really good. I'm gonna share my weight with you guys tomorrow because I want to do a full 3 days of intuitive eating before I actually like do weight, do measurements. As far as like how I feel fine. I don't feel bloated. I was a little full yesterday, mostly because I was just eating food I don't normally eat, but woke up feeling pretty good today. Had myself just a couple eggs, some avocado toast for breakfast. I have a creatine collagen little shake on our way to church right now, and I made myself a protein wrap. So it's protein, like a protein tortilla with a little bit of ground turkey and some hummus. That will probably hold me over till we get home later. We might do something on the grill. I don't believe we're going out tonight. So not that I'm going completely back on track today, but for the most part, getting back into the swing of things, eating more of my home cooked food. I do have a nice slice of carrot cake that I'm going to have later tonight. Kind of planned it out. I did get a few different desserts that I really like, but I don't like to overdo it with the desserts in one day. So I had a cupcake yesterday with my cannoli and 1 chocolate strawberry, and then I saved the carrot cake that I had made for me and my fiance for today. So I'll have that tonight, probably after my workout. Great time to utilize some simple carbs, fill my glycogen stores after a heavy leg day. And yeah, so that's what I have going on. I'll share some of my meals today with you guys. We're on our way to church now. We have to go clean up after, because that's part of having the party. We have to clean it up. And we'll head home. We'll get back into our normal swing of things. And I'll do my best to maybe film a little bit of today's leg day. But overall, this week has been really good. I feel great just kind of eating how I feel based on, tracking. It was a good, reset. Be going back into a cutting phase fairly soon. So nice little reset. Excited to see where measurements are at. Strength is definitely up, and I will keep you guys posted. So I have meal number 3. Nothing too crazy here. I am a creature of habit, and by default I went with my meal prep. So I didn't weigh anything out, but I eyeballed some rice, some mixed veggies, and some ground turkey. We are gonna do steaks later, so that will be a nice little treat, and probably gonna have some carrot cake still. Gonna hit the gym a little later tonight. We have a lot to do around the house, and I just kind of am not in the mood to go to the gym. So we're gonna hit it late, and I'll probably do some cardio, but we'll have some time tomorrow to also hit cardio if I need to. But yeah, this is meal number 3, day 3 of intuitive eating. Having a little pre-workout snack. I have my cream of rice, berries, almond butter, and some PP Fit. Crazy here, just a little pre-leg day carbs to give me some energy. And yeah, I just want to keep it simple. I eat what I like, so again, intuitive eating, feeling pretty good. Definitely under protein today though, I will say. I only had a wrap, my little bowl, and my eggs for breakfast, but I'm gonna have a nice steak for dinner, so my protein should be good. And then I might have a little protein cereal as well after my workout while my steaks are cooking. Hey everyone, happy Monday. I am back on track today. My last 3 days of intuitive eating were much needed, I will say. Like mentally, I feel a lot better going back into tracking macros, going back into a lean building phase with being, I think, like less than 20 something weeks out from the amateur Olympia. I had a lot of fun meals with family and friends. I did not overly restrict myself. I did try to keep protein a focus, fiber a focus, eating fruits and vegetables as well. But I definitely ate some pizza. I had some cakes. I had some cupcakes. I still hit all my workouts. I did bump up my cardio. Cardio was 4 times for 30 minutes. Typically I was doing 15 minutes 4 times a week. So a small bump up in cardio. I am giving my coach updates tomorrow, but I will share with you guys, after 3 days of intuitive eating, I'm only up like 1.5 pounds. My weight last week was about 12.2 pounds and I'm 13.6 pounds. So nothing crazy, and I am back down to my normal calories today. So digestion will be better. I won't have as much bloating from eating out. I did eat pretty good yesterday. I pretty much ate all my meal prep as you guys saw, and I shared most of my meals. The only thing I really had after was a steak, and I wasn't actually measuring my meals. I was just eyeballing everything. And then I did have my carrot cake and my little cupcake that I wanted because it was my last little hurrah before getting back on track. But honestly, after 3 days of kind of like eating out, eating more fun foods, as I like to say, I just need to go back to my meal prep. Like, I am very lethargic. I can like feel from having like the added sugar in my diet, the added fat in my diet. Just eating more processed food does not do well with my body. My skin is definitely paying for it, unfortunately. But yeah, just wanted to give a little recap. Didn't get as much content as I wanted for you guys, but you can kind of see like what it's like to intuitive eat. It is not something I do on prep. It's not something I would do if I was really close to a show, but I had a lot of events this weekend. I was visiting a lot of family, and it was definitely a much needed break. It allowed me not to be as food focused as I've been since my last show, which was about 6 weeks ago now. But I'm glad I could share with you guys kind of what I eat. Just listening to my body, I find that I was like less hungry and less food focused because I wasn't like, oh, what's my next meal? Oh, I have to hit these numbers. Again, great break, but digestion isn't the best. Energy's not the best. Performance was not the best. But now that I'm getting back on track with my macros today, my body's already feeling a little bit better, and giving it a few days, getting all the processed stuff out of my system, going back to like very minimal added sugars and a much more balanced way of eating, I'm gonna just be feeling my best. So let me know what questions you guys have about the past few days of me intuitively eating. Again, this is not something I do all the time, but was much needed. A nice little diet break, got to enjoy our party. We had an absolute blast. It was beautiful, it was hot, it was sunny. We were able to go in the pool. We had some desserts. We had a really good meal that was catered by a local restaurant. And I'm glad I could share a little bit of my personal life as well as what it's like to intuitively eat. Not something I usually recommend and not something I do all the time, but it was really fun to experiment and just give myself that freedom to enjoy some social events with family and friends. All right, if you guys don't already, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. Comment questions you want to know. We're going right back to prep starting tomorrow. I will share updates from my coach and what our next plans of action are.